Okay. Hopefully, I should be live. Fingers crossed. But if I am, everyone say hello in the chat. Just say hello. But yes, we're live. I haven't streamed in a while. So for the 92 people who are here, drop down to 84. Okay, for the 84 people who are here, as a heads up, I'm actually probably going to have a few PC issues. Now, the reason for that is basically because I blue screen a lot, so my PC just crashes, which is crazy. The chat's going absolute bonkers right now, so hello everyone, I do see you all. I might, it depends how it goes, but I might have to turn down the chat frequency. But yes, my PC does have issues, so if I cut out at any point, I do apologise. That's what's happened basically, and the stream has crashed, unfortunately. But fingers crossed, everyone, fingers crossed right now, and let's hope that my PC doesn't crash and it can sustain a live stream. I tried to turn off everything to the basic, and get it going as best as possible, really. And we have jumped up in viewers, 172 viewers right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How is everyone? Hello, I see so many people in chat. Absolutely crazy right now. Yeah, so obviously the Jurassic World Dominion trailer's here. I'm not going to play it around because Universal doesn't understand what fair use is. So I'll probably get copyright claimed for a lot of this. So it means I probably won't get paid for this either. Either way, we're going to break down the Jurassic World Dominion trailer frame by frame, see if I find out anything new, any new information. If you have any sort of questions and the chat is going quick, probably the best way would be super chat. If I do happen to see a question go by and I can read it out really quickly, I can probably answer. So we're going to be answering some theories of yours, some questions, and anything that's kind of confused you about the Jurassic canon in today's video. So we will start off with the opening setting. As you guys can see, it's a beautiful snowy setting, which seems to be an alpine setting. It's clear that down here there's like a path going across. There's a few paths down here. So this is definitely a setting where people can go across. I think that's a road even down there as well. Now, if this is where I believe Owen Grady was at the end of Fallen Kingdom, which I'll probably get on another screen in just a jiffy, then we're in California, I think. I think we're in California here, but it doesn't really snow in California. The Sierra Nevada, I think that's where it is. I think we're in the Sierra Nevada. Either way, it looks amazing, without a doubt, and as you guys can see, a Parasaurolophus right here, a single one. This is the only one for some reason. It has the Jurassic Park variations rather than the Jurassic World ones. As you guys can see there, the snout of that Parasaurolophus in Dominion definitely looks different than to that one right there. And that's got the Jurassic Park variant model and also the skin. Now, some people have been saying that the models look exactly the same, and they do in some cases, but in some cases they don't. We've actually just gained a member, so shout out to Lise Chris, I think that's how you say it. Appreciate it for you becoming a member. We've almost got 200 people in here. How are we all doing? It may be Norway. I don't think it is Norway. I think I did read somewhere that it was the Sierra Nevada. So yeah, that's why I think it is. But it's nice to see that we do have different skin patterns and variations. Hopefully this skin pattern for the Parasaurolophus comes to Jurassic World Evolution 2. Alright. Anything else that I may have missed at all? It's crazy to think that that's all CGI and somebody's just riding a horse. Doesn't seem like there's anything else that I may have missed. Although it's nice detail to see like dirt being thrown up into the air. That's pretty cool. Maybe Oregon? I don't think it is. Well, then again, I think Jurassic World Evolution 2's campaign is a little bit different. Rigor Mortis, hello Rig. Hello, Smelly. Yeah, so a lot of detail has been used in this. You can see paths, roads, different models, different skins, and obviously the detail of the mud being thrown up in the air from the hooves of the horses, and different types of horses as well. There's a really dark one, there's a beige one, and then there's a lighter one. Not much going on here. Now, this is where the issue is with the model. So, let's see if I can go back one singular frame. That'll do. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's got the Jurassic Park The Lost World skin variant here, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. But the model, the model matches the new Parasaurolophuses way too much. So I don't know what's really going on there. Either way, I'm not too sure where this will be in the sequence of the movie. I think it'll probably be within the first 20 minutes or so. I don't think it'll be an opening sequence. Buona Stefan, Chefach. There you go. Do you think that Blue and Rexy will die in this movie? We'll get to that in a jiffy. Oh, my chair is not comfortable at all. Do you guys want some music, by the way? Hopefully some copyright-free music. Let me see if I can get some music. It feels a bit dull at the moment. Does he have a playlist? Is that... Yeah, okay. Hopefully there won't be anything like adverts. Nope, okay, there's adverts right away. Alright. But yeah, so... the models, they're matching and they're kind of new, but the variants are definitely taken from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Well, it's quite nice watching the head kind of bobble. Look at that, well, not the horse. This Parasaurolophus right here, it's really nice checking that out. Just the way it kind of bobbles and it's trying to push itself to go forward and all of that, I quite like it. Okay, we should have a bit of music being played in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, it shouldn't be too loud. We should be okay. Copyright? Yeah, we'll probably get copyright claimed, which is annoying. So anybody who wants to super chat, be a member, or donate, you're welcome to. I'm only joking. Don't worry. But this is kind of fun to just look at the trailer. I'm not too sure who these people are. We've never really met them before. So it seems like Owen's got a few friends and he's learnt to ride a horse. Now, where's this? I feel like we've seen this in this section over here. So it's... That's got a bit of water there. That's like a waterfall over there. I don't really know where this is, actually. Interesting. It could possibly just be over the ridge over there. Yeah. Either way, this is the snowy biome of the Sierra Nevada. And again, you can see the model difference. There's only one of the Lost World. Actually, there it is. I think that's the one. That has the stripe going across it and a different model variant to the Dominion one. Awesome, but yeah. So, the next scene involves Chris Pratt, Owen Grady, with a Jurassic Park The Lost World variant, or skin pattern. It's weird, you know, some are variants, some are skin patterns. So yeah, this one has the new Jurassic World Dominion look, but it does look kind of like Jurassic Park's at the same time. It's got the skin pattern. Now, the only reason why it's not Jurassic Park The Lost World is because of that one there. If I get a... Bear with me. Parasaurolophus. Now, if we get an image of it, I think this one is probably best. Don't crash, please. As you guys can see, it's got hands, and it doesn't really have hooves. So, this kind of like says to me... There you go. That has hands. So, it kind of says to me that these new models, as you guys can see, have hooves instead of hands now. So, they are definitely different. They are different without a doubt. But I think it's for the better, you know? This actually looks quite cool. I thought this was Tyrannosaurus at first. Oh, I probably will get a copyright claim. Okay. I really like this. Alright, I just really like this scene. Like, really like it. It's just awesome. Look at it. And the way the Parasaurolophus kind of just moves. Like, all the detail. Can we slow this down? How far? I can probably slow it. Just look. You can see it like sniff in and its throat kind of... Look at it. All work in action. It's fantastic. And the blink of the dinosaur as well. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. The amount of detail that's gone into the CGI of these dinosaurs in this movie is fantastic. But yes, as you guys can see, the hooves with the Jurassic Park skin pattern. So, alright, so the next one after this glorious scene is Chris Pratt. Owen Grady is kind of like looking down here, I guess, in a way, where he's now thinking, well, these dinosaurs shouldn't really be here anymore. They shouldn't really be in this sort of danger. Which is quite, you know, interesting because he knows who let them into this situation. He knows what's exactly happened. My desk is very creaky. But yeah, so it's nice to see Owen Grady's kind of reminiscent. Maybe he's thinking about Blue at this point. We don't really know. For the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Dominion DLC, do you think Frontier will get rid of scientists and sandbox? No, they will not get rid of scientists. They'll give you an option, probably. I don't know. I feel like this would be within the opening 20 minutes of the movie, which the movie is about. It's reported to be 108 minutes from Google and IMDb and everywhere else pretty much. But Colin Trevorrow actually confirmed it will be, I think, an hour and 30 or hour 35 around that time frame. They did shoot 6 hours, so they have a lot of footage to play around with. That's why I'm hoping in the DVD release or the Blu-ray release we get loads of deleted scenes and features and all of that. Right, so the next one will be Maisie in the snow with a humongous Apatosaurus, which looks a lot fatter than usual, which again makes me think that this is because of its environment. Now, I believe endothermic creatures, which we learned about in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 4, these creatures kind of produce their own body heat. So they're not always cold, and they're quite alright. So with the Apatosaurus being in the snow, I don't think is a big deal for it. Especially since, you know, this Apatosaurus definitely looks a bit more chunkier than the ones we saw in Jurassic World. So, yeah. Bear with me just a second, I need to check something. There we go, sorry about that. Yeah, so this Apatosaurus is definitely a lot chunkier, which does suggest that it's got body heat. Similar to how like camels have humps so they can contain water a lot longer. That type of stuff happens. So this Apatosaurus is probably generating its own body heat. So the next scene also cuts to Maisie in the snow, which is again something we've already seen. Now, we've seen this through an image with Colin Trevorrow. Let me see if I can find that exact image without spoiling the movie for me. Let's try not to spoil the movie for me. I've seen one spoiler. Okay. This is the image. I'm going to try and keep it like that. So, as you guys can see, right there, we have Colin Trevorrow and Maisie. And that's basically the shot that we're looking at right now. Just a different sequence of it, but you see what I mean. Let's move that back over there. Nope, let's onto that tab, please. Okay. But yeah, so it's just a different sequence of it. I'm not too sure why she's here, because it seems like it's a quarry of some sort. So, you know, people have high-vis jackets on, they have hard hats on, and all of that type of jazz. So they definitely are working here. There's loads of trees cut down there, so maybe lumberjacks or something of the sort. But why Maisie is here is another question. I don't entirely know why. Trying to think that through, actually. Why would she be here? Maybe Owen's log cabin? Maybe she's trying to get logs for his log cabin? But yes, no, we're avoiding spoilers, don't you worry. We're avoiding spoilers. But yeah, so this scene is just kind of, I assume will be within the first, 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes of the movie, where they kind of just show dinosaurs are in natural habitats, they're in our world now, and how people are trying to adapt to living with dinosaurs. So, yeah. Which dinosaur would taste the best? It honestly depends. It honestly depends. I gotta really sort out this desk. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, it's whenever I put weight on it for some reason. Not too sure. Okay, yeah, so the Apatosaurus, shall I say, is a lot bigger than before. So it's a chunkier guy. The CGI doesn't look too great down by the bottom, but it's kind of fake snow. That's CGI snow. So I guess they've done a really good job to try and make it look as realistic as possible. What they could have done, if they haven't done it already, is literally just put or make animatronic feet, I guess, and then CGI the rest on top of it. But loads of people have been saying how the CGI just looks unfinished with the Apatosaurus, and until you actually look directly into it and see the great detail, it does look a little bit unfinished. So I'm hoping that's going to change after release. Thickpatosaurus, exactly, a Thickpatosaurus. But yeah, so I believe that it's a lot bigger, it's a lot fatter because it's in the snow, it's endothermic, it's learned how to react to the current temperatures that it's in. So loads of people saying, oh, how are these dinosaurs going to deal with being in the snow and all of that shit? It's just a bit like, well, we kind of know that some of them are endothermic, so explaining it like that is pretty goddamn easy, let's say. Favorite dinosaur? My favorite dinosaur would be the Giganotosaurus for decades now. Decades. Or decade and a half, I guess. Yeah, actually, that's a good question from DinoFacts. So, how do you think... Ooh, voice crack. How do you think Barry will be involved in the movie? I don't entirely know. He probably will be in the multi-sequence. Something of the sort. We have seen him before, and it seems like he was in a multi-sequence, so probably something to do with that. Matthew, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Sent you intro for your YouTube videos. Yeah, it's my team will get through those eventually. We're just trying to see who's available with all of their prices and everything like that. So yeah, so anything to do with prices for intros, send them over. Send previous work you've done, and we'll decide who's available and who can do intro work. But yeah, so again, this Apatosaurus seems to have a different skin pattern to the ones we saw in Jurassic World, which intends and implies that these are a new Apatosaurus species, or breed, shall we say. So yeah. Next scene. I actually find it funny how they all have like their phones out as well. That's pretty cool. Some of them are just taking in a moment, some of them are recording. But again, I just don't know why Maisie's there. I don't know. Oh well. Okay, so the next shot is with Blue and Beta, who, if you don't already know, Beta is the name of Baby Blue. So, Baby Blue is going to be a big factor in this movie, as you guys already know. Now, people are saying, oh, how has this happened? How is this possible? Well, Jurassic World Aftermath. I know I said Jurassic World Alive, but I meant Aftermath in my previous videos. But Jurassic World Aftermath actually explained this, despite it being non-canon, unfortunately. So, basically, the way that these dinosaurs can repopulate with just themselves is parthenogenesis, which is found in tree frog DNA, which we also got a further explanation for in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3, where they explained how the Scorpius Rex hybrids were able to reproduce on their own. It was literally one of them and reproduce on its own, quite exactly the same as Blue has done here with Baby Blue as well. So that kind of explains exactly that. And now, looking at the detail in this shot, blink and you miss it, but right at the start you can clearly see that Beta is looking up to Blue, so I assume that she is kind of teaching her how to hunt, how to be a dinosaur, basically be a little baby velociraptor. So she's learning, she's looking at her mother and seeing what else she can do. Now, taking a look at Blue's claws, you can quite clearly see the sickle claws are intact, but when you take a look at Beta's, oh, there it is. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little sickle claw. That's because it's actually been chipped, as you guys can see. And then her next one comes around. And there you go. It's much longer, her next one. So she's broken her sickle claw somehow. Not too sure how she's done that, but she has broken it. Now, something to do with tree frog DNA allows them to reproduce. Now, what people are thinking with parthenogenesis is because basically she has the same skin pattern as Blue. You know, if you take a look at Blue... Oh, hold on. Take a look at Blue. She has the blue, that's for her namesake, coming down her body from her eye. Take a look at Beta. It's pretty much the exact same pattern. It's got like a double-ended bit here. So it starts on the eye, or starts at the bottom of the eye, and then connects and goes down. It's pretty much the same. So, yeah, but I'm trying to think this through because it does look rather different. Beta looks a lot different than to what Blue looked like when we saw her as a child in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So... yeah, this is definitely Blue teaching Beta how to hunt. And here we are. Yep, as you guys can see, learning how to hunt. I like how Beta's kind of like going zigzag in between her mother's legs. It's great. Look at that. But yeah, so I'm not too sure what's going on here. I believe probably hunting at the same time. Now, later in the trailer, let's see if I can find at least a thumbnail for it. Yeah, later in the trailer, this scene right here actually, we can see that they are in a forest and snowy biomes. Now, some people are saying that, oh, Blue's decided to go back and live with Owen. I don't think that's the case. I think she's just happened to maybe stumble upon Owen, maybe catching a scent that she already knew. But that's primarily because she's very hostile, and that's because she has a baby, obviously. But if she knows Owen that well, why would she be hostile if they're kind of living together already? So this is probably the first scene that we learn about them. And yeah, so again, it's just it's a matter of trying to understand that these dinosaurs are trying to learn on their own. They're not trying to get on anyone's nerves or anything. So again, these dinosaurs are basically just hunting together, learning how to pack hunt. And this shot right here actually looks really nice. I don't think we've had a shot like this regarding velociraptors in Jurassic World or Jurassic Park even for so long, and it's so nice to see that, especially that one of them is actually a little baby one as well. That's awesome. Did I miss any super chat questions? I did not. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, so I don't think that this area normally is in the snow. So who knows? Horizon, hello, Baby Blue is awesome. Baby Blue is awesome. Why are the Triceratops running free in Malta? I have a theory for that, and we'll talk about that in just a jiffy. By the way, guys, I do have a question. If I were to do 30 to 40% off my merch store, would you consider buying some items? Because I forgot that we've had this merch store for a year now. So to celebrate it, we're probably going to do a big discount on the store and hopefully get a few sales so you can wear some dinosaur items when you go watch Jurassic World Dominion in a few months. But yes, look, the way that Beta kind of just looks at Blue, I like that. I like that a lot. Hold on, it's this scene. There we go. Learning. I like it. It's so cute. It's adorable. And then this shot as well. Blue and Beta together. This is a fantastic shot if you were to ask me. Fantastic. I love it. It's just the fact that we have like a baby Blue. Now what's actually interesting is that on this side her pattern does not represent her mother. So that's why I'm a bit torn on pathogenesis. Is that really happening? Is that actually a thing? Or is it not? I don't know. I'm just admiring this. It's nice. I really do like this shot. Like, it's the fact that we still have, Beta trying to learn with Blue. The slit in her eyes matches Blue's, but maybe it's a little bit bigger. That's it. I don't know. But yeah, so it's just adorable. Now, I don't know anything about the movie, by the way. So any questions asking if Blue will die or not, I have no clue. I don't know. And then obviously the amber logo for Universal. Now they should rebrand to this when Jurassic World Dominion comes closer to releasing in cinemas. They should rebrand to that. That would be awesome. Probably going to get copyright claimed. Now, a nice shot of Maisie and Owen. And what's the obvious thing in the background? Owen's log cabin has been completed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It's nice. We saw him building it at the end of Fallen Kingdom, obviously, so it's a nice reference to say that, oh look, he's actually built it this time around. Not too sure what she's wearing. That wasn't in the Apatosaurus scene, I don't think. Was it? No, she's wearing something different. So these take place on different days. Or these scenes take place on different days. One of them could even just be a cinematic scene, really. We saw a few clips in the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer that ended up being cinematic, so equally, any of these could be cinematic shots. Extinct animals like mammoths or smilodons in the... Yeah, there's already, Dimetrodon and all of that has been confirmed. No, the Olympic mini clip has nothing to do with the Jurassic universe. It was just fun crossover promotion. Right, so there's a car in the background. Owen's car. Oh, actually. Yeah, that's the same one. That's the same one from Fallen Kingdom. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, they've basically just moved into this little hut, really. So, excuse me. So, yeah. And obviously, the scene with Blue, Beta. What's that? I have a feeling that's something, but I can't... No, those aren't words. I don't know, I feel like I've seen that before. Let me know what you think that is. I think I've seen that before. Owen with 4 layers on? Hell yeah. Dude must have been roasting. He's got 1, 2... No, he's got 3 layers on. He's got 3. That's alright. I mean, 2 of them aren't even buttoned up. Yeah, so the next shot contains Blue and Beta, and again, she's just kind of learning, and it's really adorable. The way that Blue's being more motherly and trying to protect Beta, and then Beta's also trying to do the same thing, trying to warn him off a little bit, but keeping her eyes on Maisie, because, you know, a pack will always keep their eyes on different people. You know, if there's one person not being watched, then unfortunately, it's not going to end well. Let's say it's not going to end well for the pack, because anything can happen. What's going on? Where's this music coming from? Okay, yeah. So Beta's keeping an eye on Maisie in case Maisie's a threat and does anything else really. So it's nice attention to detail right there. And then that's when Blue, I think, realizes, hold on, this is Owen. This is Owen. I know who that is. And then Beta again looking up to her mother, because her mother's changed her kind of characteristic mannerisms, let's say, towards this person. So Beta's like, oh wow, you know, maybe we should see what's going on here. But yeah, so in this scene, Owen says, what does he say?
See her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Hold on.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Now, loads of people think, because of the trailer editing, it's to do with Beta or Blue or someone like that. But who I actually believe it's about is Maisie. Now, as we know, Maisie is the first human genetically cloned, modified person thing ever. So that DNA will come in handy for plenty of people, plenty of generations that have lost people. So they'll try to get that DNA. I don't know who they are. You know, it could be Manticore, it could be Biosense, it could be some other rival genetic company that we've never even heard about yet. It could be one or the other. So I believe they're talking about Maisie in this situation, not Blue. Although Blue might be interesting, because again, oh god, no, that was horrific. Oh, look at Beta. I love Beta. That's such a good addition. Look at this. Ah, family. Dom Toretto, he's on his way because his family now. But yeah, so I think just the family ship with Blue and Beta is fantastic. I like it a lot. A lot. It's adorable. But yeah, I believe they were talking about Maisie, sorry. They were talking about Maisie rather than Blue or Beta. Baby Beta versus Giganotosaurus? Yeah, good luck with that, Beta. Probably stepped on. Right, so the next scene will be the Mosasaurus, which for you guys who did not get to watch it, this scene exactly here was the same scene that we saw in the Jurassic World Dominion prologue in cinemas. Now that prologue actually contained 2 other... was it 3? No, I think it was 2 other scenes in like a little montage saying continue the story next summer in 2022 or something. Now, with that being said, we know that the Dominion prologue... Let me get my words out. The Dominion prologue that we saw, the 5-minute preview, will not be in Jurassic World Dominion as confirmed. But as you guys can quite clearly see, we have scenes from it in the trailer. So, as we know... Look, nice little reference to the broken tooth. As we know, the movie will contain a lot of dinosaurs. And I assume because we get expanded scenes of this Mosasaurus, like in the cinemas, it stopped there. That's where it stopped. And now it's continuing a little bit more further and showing the repercussions of these people on the boat and the Mosasaur bringing down the boat pretty much. We did not see that in the cinema. So I assume that the other scenes that we saw in the prologue in cinemas might actually make their way over to the final form of the movie, like this. But I don't think the things that were online prologues, such as this scene, will make it into the movie. Now, this was in the trailer probably already just because it's you know, the trailer was edited a while ago, let's be honest. So obviously they would have kept that in. And as we know, trailers aren't really anything to go off. Cough, cough, Spider-Man No Way Home. A lot of things did not really show up in that trailer that actually showed up in the movie. So there's a lot of editing sequences that will go on. There's probably a few deleted scenes throughout this trailer that we don't really know of yet. So what's this? Oh, right. I'm going to actually sit back. Bear with me. Okay, so yeah, I believe that we'll probably get a few scenes, which one of them was something to do with the Gallimimus, which I believe is very similar to the one we saw with the new Pseudoceratops and the cars here. And then another one was Battle at Big Rock, which was interesting, but it was recorded from Greg's perspective. Now, if you don't remember who Greg is, Greg was the guy who let the little kid shoot his crossbow. So he was in the other trailer, but he was actually recording the Battle at Big Rock when it was going on. So, interesting if you were to ask me. Trying to see if there's anything I missed. Any super chat questions? No. Yeah, so I believe that the minor scenes that we saw in Jurassic World Dominion's prologue in cinema specifically will show up in the movie. So we know there's an Allosaurus scene somewhere. We know there's a Gallimimus scene somewhere. We obviously know about this Mosasaurus scene. But this scene on screen will not be in the movie. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pause this right here. This is, without a doubt, Alan Grant. I just know it is. You know, and it's Alan Grant. What's interesting is that there is some sort of scaffolding here. Now, with that scaffolding being there, I assume that they've probably found some sort of maybe fossil, I want to say, embedded within the cave. So, if I'm right in thinking with my theory, which comes a little bit later on here, there might be a Giganotosaurus fossil here, which will explain the North American Giganotosaurus in Jurassic World Dominion's prologue. As you guys know, the Giganotosaurus was found in Patagonia, I think, in Argentina, in South America. Probably just butchered that, and maybe that's Carnotaurus. I don't know. It's South America, without a doubt. And basically, the North American Carcharodontosaurid was Acrocanthosaurus at the time. So, in this universe, because every movie is a different universe and different... Well, things play out different to what we live. So, in this movie's Earth universe, the Giganotosaurus actually did survive in North America. And this is Alan Grant probably discovering the Giganotosaurus fossil and specimen. And then... Let's see if there's anything else that we can see. You know, this just proves this, Alan Grant. There's somebody there. I'm trying to see between the legs if there's anything there. See, that looks like a fossil to me. I don't know. I feel like there's a fossil being discovered here. No, that's a rock. Never mind. Oh no, maybe there's not. Well, I mean, it still looks like they've discovered something. You know, they wouldn't have all of this high-end equipment if they didn't discover anything. And it's just black screen. Until you get to see Ellie Sattler, who is shocked because she's clearly been snooping around. So, picture this in your head. I believe there is a very, very short scene of Ellie smiling looking at this photo of Alan and Ellie together. So I think we'll get like maybe about 10-15 seconds or so of seeing Ellie Sattler in this tent snooping around Grant stuff. And I do think that she'll interact with this photo right here of them two in 1983. Not much else in the background really. Maybe a few vertebrae specimens there. But the way that Alan Grant comes in seems like he's ran and he's kind of just pushed the tent open. Again, in a similar fashion to the way he did for his trailer in Jurassic Park in 1993. A few other things being discovered. Ellie Sattler. He doesn't look too amused. Alan Grant. Oh, that made me cry. Love that scene. Now, I think this is a Compsognathus specimen. I think. Who knows? I think it's Compsognathus. You can see the resonating chamber for Velociraptors down in the bottom left. Again, interesting. Don't know what that is. As I discovered in my previous video, if you haven't checked it, go check it out. But basically, look, there's a Giganotosaurus fossil right there at the top. There's a Giganotosaurus tooth as well, something or other there, and then a North American map. So I assume that this Giganotosaurus is a fossil specimen that they found, well, let's say in the previous scene, where we saw Alan Grant walk in, and then they've kind of like drawn it up. They've taken a few photos of things they found, and then they find, I don't know, other North American Giganotosauruses or so, let's say. Oh no, Ellie Sattler's not a spy. No, no, she's just snooping around just to be reminiscent of, you know, her time with Alan and years ago, let's say. Well, I swear there was a bit more. A few other fossils there. I don't know what that is. You get the gist of it, though. And she's happy to see Alan Grant. Now, the next scene with Alan Grant. Some sort of lamp. Not too sure what else is around the area. Not much in the background. Nice to see that Alan actually has a beard very similar to the one that he had in the novel Jurassic Park. Hold on, yeah. So they're definitely at like some sort of dig site. I think that is that a crane? I don't know if that's a crane or not. Looks like it. At the same time, it doesn't. Oh well. Well, you see people working for Alan Grant. They've clearly found something. Hold on, mister. Let me get the exact scene. There we go. Spinosaurus, right there. As you guys can see, there is a Spinosaurus specimen. Long tail, Spinosaurus, spine. So yeah, he's clearly come face to face with the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So, with him coming face to face with the Spinosaurus, he's decided to discover the Spinosaurus and identify the Spinosaurus, learn a little bit more about the Spinosaurus because he knows what it was. Although that Spinosaurus was not the Spinosaurus aegypticus that he knows, actually, so he's learned a little bit more. Yada yada yada, a bit more scenes of Alan Grant. Just hearing Alan Grant talk again in the Jurassic film is just fantastic. Continue with the amber theme yet again. Let's speed this up a bit. Now, I don't think this scene will be in the full movie, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, I hit my mic. I apologise about that. So, it's a cool shot. Don't get me wrong. It's a very cool shot. It's a desert, and then there's actually snow in the background. Why have I just clocked that now? Yeah, so I don't think that this shot is going to be in a movie, primarily because there's actually this shot without the Paris orifices are on a website and you can purchase them for any price you want. And I think I saw another company actually showed a raw clip of this and say something about horses or something. They were talking about horses. Oh, get more comfortable. Yeah, so they were talking about horses, and they used this scene specifically, but without the Paris orifices. So unless this is some sort of montage sequence, I want to say, basically I don't think this will be in the movie, and I think it'll probably be a cut scene, let's say, because we already know what the full scene looks like, and if the Paris orifices were imagined in that scene, then we kind of know what that whole scene looks like. So again, I just think this is for trailer purposes, trailer sake, because you can see the full scene online already. So, yeah. NFT. Why has that made me laugh? If it takes place in Mongolia, I don't think so, because this is wherever Owen is. So, it'll probably be in America somewhere. Beta gets swallowed by the Mosasaurus. I don't even think it'll be swallowed at that point. I think it'll just be absorbed into the throat of the Mosa. Right. Yeah, so we can basically see the scene without Paris orifices. We can see the whole scene of the horses just running around. But then this scene, whew. So this will probably be a deleted scene. But this scene alone, the Therizinosaurus. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is. Clayton actually made a video a couple of hours ago, maybe an hour ago or so, discussing the new Therizinosaurus that we saw. So if you do happen to go to Clayton's recent video, say that I sent you. Type down, comment, say Swerve sent me or something. But yeah, so we've seen what the Therizinosaurus looks as a full body, and it looks fantastic if you were to ask me. Impeccable, beautiful, just amazing. Now this is a different type of feathering. You know, it's kind of like a sleek kind of feathering, like maybe a sharp type of feathering or something. Overweight feathers. You can see the claws. You can see the beak of the Therizinosaurus. I'm not too sure why Claire's rolling away when she can kind of get up and run, because it seems like the Therizinosaurus clocks her. Now, I don't think it was meant to go there, so the Theri kind of just was walking forward and then happened to see her, so turned his head and followed that way, basically. I do like the Theri, though. And then a menacing shot of the Therizinosaurus. You can see the tail in the background, the 2 or 3 meter long claws, and you can see it walking up to Claire Deering. I'm, again, not too sure why she's in this situation in the first place. Maybe it's perhaps they crashed somewhere because Kayla's here, so they could have gone flying. So something's happened. Not too sure what's happened. But again, just, you know, Kayla showing up, I think, in 2 major scenes in this trailer kind of confirms to me that she'll be quite a big main character. So, yeah. What role would the Dilophosaurus play in the movie? I don't know. I think it would just be a small cameo. I don't think it'll be a big thing. I think it'll probably get the same amount of screen time as we got from 1993's Jurassic Park. So, yeah. But again, I'm not too sure what's going on here. This scene alone was fantastic. You can see how it was made, without a doubt, but the CGI is really good. I like it. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. Oh, sorry. But yeah, so Therizinosaurus rolls into the water, where the water then pans to an underwater shot of Claire Deering. Now, I don't really see the point of this. I don't quite understand it. Surely the Therizinosaurus knows she's there. It'll just use its claws to hook her out like a fish. So I don't know. We know Therizinosaurus was definitely a very Xenosaurus. It was a very, what do you want to call it? Territorial, I guess, dinosaur. And we know that it was a territorial dinosaur. We know that as a fact. So something's gone on here. Maybe Claire's upset the Therizinosaurus is following her, but I assume that we'll probably get a few more scenes of the Therizinosaurus just because of what we've seen for promotional material already. So, yeah. But just checking out the Therizinosaurus in the first place, the beak looks fantastic, the whole body art for it looks amazing, and it seems dangerous. So that's my first opinions on it. And we get Dr. Ian Malcolm, wearing the same jacket he wore in Jurassic World Evolution 2's announcement trailer, which was interesting. I have my reaction on my second channel. If you haven't checked out my second channel, it's Swerve, but the S is a 2 instead. But yeah, so I have my girly reaction because I noticed that Ian Malcolm, or excuse me, Jeff Goldblum was wearing a leather jacket. I just knew. I knew it was the Jurassic World thing. But that was our first time technically seeing Ian Malcolm again, but with Jeff Goldblum mannerisms. It was weird. It was weird. But he seems to be giving a speech. So this seems like some sort of auditorium, potentially. The background kind of looks like it's been noise cancelled, like we have in uni lectures. It seems like there's a decent amount of lighting. It seems like there's actually spotlight lighting on him as well. So I assume he's probably giving a speech. Maybe not the same type of speech that we saw in Fallen Kingdom. Maybe not as serious, but maybe to other people. I don't know. I wish I could see the reflections in the glasses, but I can only really see the spotlights in his glasses. So he's probably given a speech somewhere to some people. We don't really know who. Ooh, that's something I didn't see before. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me catch that exact frame. What's this then? What's this shape? Gene replacement, maybe? Okay. So something I actually missed in this scene. Right here. The long hair. Maisie Lockwood. It's Maisie learning about her genetics. BRCA 201. It's something to do with... Oh my god, my mind's gone blank. It's a human productive protein replacement gene, I think. I think, I can't remember. And Exon 1 is something to do with Huntington's disease. But I've seen a few people say that they've also experienced this to do with cancer as well. Which worries me, because the next scene is about Dr. Wu looking very sad, which we'll talk about in a second. But this is Maisie Lockwood learning more about the genetic sequencing and basically gene replacement and how she was made. So I think that this video is how she was actually made. Well, no, I don't know, because how old? I think she was 11 in Fallen Kingdom. So if she's 11 in Fallen Kingdom, yeah, there's no way she'd be born in 2000. Huh. I don't know. So something with that 2000 is playing on my mind right now. Can't really see what any of these words mean. I wish I could find out what they are. Anything else? R84. C74, N83. These are quite similar to what we saw in Camp Cretaceous, actually, on Doctor Wu's laptop. Interesting. But I believe that this is actually Maisie learning about her gene replacement. So maybe her mum actually had a faulty gene, and to replicate her mum, a new gene was just replaced, let's say, which became compatible. But having a look at Doctor Wu, he seems angry. He seems fed up. He seems just, I don't know, annoyed, let's say. He seems very annoyed. And with him feeling very annoyed, he also looks a bit sick. I don't know if I should say that or not, because in my opinion, he just looks a bit sick, which makes me worried that maybe he's trying to get Maisie's genetic sequence to, I don't know, replicate himself. Maybe there's something that she has that he needs to overcome something. And if it's true that Exon 1 is related to cancer, potentially Maisie has an anti-cancer cell in her. And it's basically, I don't know, maybe he has cancer and he's trying to survive. He's trying to help himself. That's why he needs Maisie. I don't know, maybe that's a long shot. He just doesn't look Dr. Wu, if you know what I mean. Although he looked angry, now he looks interested in something. And right here, who is this? No one knows. I think it's Lewis Dodgson. It must be Lewis Dodgson. We haven't seen him throughout the trailer, which is interesting. So yeah, this is probably Dodgson's shoulder. We never saw him throughout the trailer yet, but then we get a great shot of Claire Deering running away from a Triceratops tiger, I believe it is, because of the kind of stripes. Unless it is Ghost. It might be a Ghost, actually. No, it's Tiger. It's definitely Tiger. So she's running away from Tiger. A continuous segment. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the background. Ooh, that was a recent building in Malta, I think. So they filmed that whilst that was being built. Interesting. Okay. Anything I see? Washing line. Don't know what that is. The FW maybe? Can't really see anything else in the background. Just Claire on the rooftop, really. Doing an incredible jump. I wonder if she did her own stunts for this. Oh, there's the same tower. Hold on. So she's ran past. Oh my gosh, she must have ran a long way to get away from that Triceratops to then be past that tower and a lot closer to it. But here comes Tiger. Here comes Tiger. Here comes Tiger. No, is this Tiger? I don't know. I need to learn about the Triceratops a little bit more. But this one singular shot takes place before this scene, right over here. Because as you guys can see, we have the tower that has scaffolding. Now we have the tower that's scaffolding. So that takes place, this scene right here of the Triceratops chasing Claire takes place when they're behind this kind of dome building. So it's interesting how editing works in trailers. And then we see the jump over. Mrs. Claire, only just, typical plot armor, you know. Experience the epic conclusion of the Jurassic era. It's not. There'll be more. Don't worry, there'll be more. Next up, we have a Biosense Facility. Now, these do look like things that we saw in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And if you remember in the campaign of Jurassic World Evolution 2, spoilers, there was a few DFW kind of buildings that we need to place down to observe dinosaurs and learn about dinosaurs, rather than using them for guests that can then pay and view the dinosaurs. It was more for an observation tower, that's the word. So these could be observation towers as well. Biosense Facility at the top. Trying to see where this is. Biosense helicopter. I think that actually has the Biosen logo on it. Might be looking at things, but I think it does. Not too sure what this dome is. You know, there could be anything in here, but I doubt there'll be anything aquatic. No aquatic creatures in there. Doesn't seem likely, really. But I am intrigued as to how much actually happens across this facility. Because as we know, towards the end, we see this scene here where it has control and the two girls of the Jurassic era. And then we also have... I can't see it, but there's a scene where Grady, Grant, and Maisie Lockwood are kind of fighting a little bit. So, yeah. I don't know how much of the movie will take place within this. I assume quite a lot. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I assume quite a lot will be taking place in there. Oh, why's the music stopped then? What's happened here then? Don't know. But yeah, I assume quite a lot will be taken within it. Now again, there's a forest. Keep that in mind. There's a mountain and there's forests. Remember that. Remember that. Alan Grant! Can't really see too much about this. He's looking down a bit worried. Now, I don't know if that's because... Obviously, he's not looking at the Pyroraptor. I don't know if that's because he's in this helicopter. But I'm going to pause the music, and I want you to focus on this audio. Let's play it one more time. You're going to have to think it through and just think about the Spinosaurus roar, okay? Think about the Spinosaurus roar and how it goes in Jurassic Park 3. And then listen very close to what you hear here. I don't know, but... I don't know if anybody else can hear that, or if I'm the only one hearing it. But that sounds like kind of like a Spinosaurus roar in the distance. Yeah. So... it sounds like a Spinosaurus roar. I might be getting ahead of myself. But yeah, so... I might be getting a bit of ahead of myself. Who knows? Hopefully I'm not. Can I please ban this? Can I... Chat, you got to stop moving if you want me to ban this person. There we go. Yeah, so... I don't know. I might be thinking ahead of myself. I hear Spino. I heard it. I don't hear it. Just think about the Spinosaurus roar. Think of how it sounds. And listen very, very closely. And I do mean very closely. Just that. And then, suspiciously, we see Alan Grant looking over in fear. And, you know, he's seen a Spinosaurus before. I'm going to see what it sounds like in... No, why am I doing subtitles? And half speed. Let me see if we can hear it. Okay, you can hear it less. But you can kind of... very, very faintly, you can kind of hear a Spinosaurus roar. Now, I can't remember who told me about this. Somebody did tell me something about hearing a Spinosaurus roar. So I literally sat through frame by frame by frame listening to something. And I think this is what the person was on about. Because this is where I hear the Spinosaurus. Obviously, Spinosaurus isn't confirmed in Jurassic World Dominion. Unfortunately, somebody went out lying about some sort of fake render online. So that's as close as we've got, unfortunately. But tomorrow's video is about Spinosaurus, so stay tuned for that. But again, listen very closely. It's very faint, and it's kind of mixed in with the music. But you can kind of hear a Spinosaurus roar. I'll play it again a couple more times so other people can hear it. It's literally that. It's a split second. So, I mean, like half a second after we get to see the Biosense Facility, you kind of hear the Spinosaurus roar. I'll play it a couple more times so you can kind of hear it. Literally that. It sounds very faint, and I can understand why people might think I'm listening and looking too much into this, because I am. I'll admit it, I am. But it's fun. It's fun to speculate. It's fun. I don't think it's Spiner because the gig already fit was that big dino roll. Well, that doesn't really matter, you know? If it fits within the story, it fits within the story. Just because there's one big dino roll doesn't mean there can't be another. So yeah, but yeah, you can kind of hear the Spinosaurus roar. If you can't, go to the trailer for yourself, maybe have a little listen to yourself, but you can kind of hear it. Some people actually say that they can hear it. You say it's definitely a roar, but it could equally be some sort of like audio that's just been taken, like using the Doppler effect of an aircraft going by. So it could be one or the other. Either way, I just found it intriguing that you can hear something of a Spinosaurus roar, and then you see Alan Grant looking out of the helicopter or plane, whatever he's in, looking very worried and confused. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Then we get to see Pyroraptor with webbed feet. I know, it's weird. I don't know why I didn't clock this. But yeah, we get to see the Pyroraptor with webbed feet. Pretty cool. But the feathers, oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful. The feathers are fantastic on the Pyroraptor. I couldn't ask for anything better, to be honest. I'm really chuffed with how they turned out the Pyroraptor, because we knew it was going to be feathered. We got confirmation of feathered dinosaurs in June last year. We didn't know anything else. We didn't know what was going to be feathered, or if anything is going to be feathered. Then we got the Morris Intrepidus photo. That was feathered. We got the Oviraptor that was feathered. The Quetzalcoatlus was feathered. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was feathered. What else was feathered? I think that was it for the prologue. And then we got the Therizinosaurus and Pyroraptor in the trailer that are also feathered. So, a lot of feathers, but arguably, I don't even want to say arguably, undebatably, the Pyroraptor's feathers are elite. And I just love them. I just love them. Although the CGI looks a little bit unfinished there. But yeah, I love them so much. And I like how the snow is settling on the dinosaur as well. That's really good attention to detail as well. But let me know, out of the 5 dinosaurs, I think 5, that have feathers, which one's been your favourite with the feathers? Pyroraptor, Therizinosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Morris Intrepidus, or the Oviraptor? So, 6 of them. The possibility of Nedry returning. Alright. This, we actually have an image of this. So now we know what happens in that image. Interestingly, this takes place before we see the Pyroraptor here. So, clearly not on a railing. Although, actually, the railing's behind them. So maybe they escape the Pyroraptor, get over that railing, and then... Yeah, so there was railing behind them, or a platform, and now they're on the railing on the platform. But where would they be in the first place? Maybe here? No, because that means no. They're no. That could work. They could be standing something like here on the right, and then they jump over, and the Pyroraptor kind of follows them a little bit. Pyroraptor, Quetz. Yeah, it's the Rex. Oh, we got a 1 Rex vote there. Pyro and Theory. Just feathers in general. Yes, Dominion. Feathers. I really like the Pyroraptor. They've done a spectacular job. Everything about it is perfect. From eye placement to snout, to eye ridge, to feathers, the claws. Just everything about it just looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I hope it gets a lot of screen time. And it's a continuous dinosaur in Jurassic World 4. Now, here we have somebody I don't know the name of, unfortunately. I don't know who the actress is either. But we have Laura Dern taking off her glasses in a similar fashion to what we saw in Jurassic Park. And then we also see her in a similar outfit to what we saw in Jurassic Park as well. Now, people think these are locusts. I don't think it's locusts. I made a video about this recently. I think it's got about 50,000 views. But if you want to find out what they are, definitely go over there. Let's just say they might be an ancient bug. A prehistoric bug, let's say. Don't know why they're on a ranch, though. Can't really see anything else. They are big bugs. Big bugs. Probably bigger than your nose. And then Claire saying come back. Owen saying I always come back. But if you pay attention to the background, we have blue light in. And with that blue light in comes this scene. So I don't think this scene takes place in Malta. Unless this scene. Where is it? Unless this scene takes place in Malta. But I don't think this takes place in Malta. I think it's in the Biosense lab or facility of some sorts. And perhaps they're going to track down the Giganotosaurus, which again, we don't have any big scenes of the Giganotosaurus throughout this trailer. That's been missing. But I believe they're saying come back because he's going to go with Alan Grant and Maisie Lockwood. Or maybe go with Alan Grant to save Maisie Lockwood. Or maybe he's going to go and save Alan Grant and Maisie Lockwood. Because Alan Grant was in what seemed to be a Biosense helicopter. Maisie might have been captured by now. But yeah. Now, the whole reason why I think Barry, I said earlier, Barry is appearing in the movie, obviously. But the whole reason why I said that he might be in Malta is because of this boat scene. We've obviously seen him on the boat. We've seen Owen and Barry together on the boat. But we don't really know what takes place there. So I assume maybe they're in the catacombs. The catacombs? Is that it? Or the underground? Just whatever the underground is. The underground canyons, rivers, wherever they're called. So I believe they're actually in there. So, yeah, just because of this scene right here with the boat and all of that. Now, somebody asked me earlier. I love this shot of Panthera. He's funny. Look at it. Somebody asked me earlier, why are the Triceratops running around randomly in Malta? Now, the reason for that, I believe they've actually been trained and designated to attack Owen Grady specifically. We know there's a character played by Daishin Lockman, I think her name is. We don't know what she does, but I think maybe it's something to do with the Triceratops. Each new character might have something to do. So we might have one with the Giga, we might have one with the Triceratops, Pyroraptor, Theory, all of that stuff. But clearly, something is telling these Triceratops to attack Owen Grady specifically. If they were hungry, they'd go for this geezer or this geezer on the right as well. But no, they want Owen. Similar to what we saw in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. If you shot the laser at somebody, then you'd kind of see the Indoraptor would attack that certain someone. So I think maybe similar stuff is being acquired here. As you guys can see. They could have literally got anyone here. But what makes me question, that's definitely the Demon Carnotaurus. But what I'm questioning the most is, why are these two in Malta? You got the Demon Carnotaurus from the end of Fallen Kingdom, possibly Toro. You got the Battle of Big Rock Allosaurus as well. Don't know why they're in Malta. Not a single clue. Don't know why they're not killing anybody. Maybe they're confused. And I don't know why they're not squaring up either. Now that Carnotaurus does look a bit large. And I've noticed that the Allosaurus feet do look a bit small. They could have been a little bit taller. Yeah. But yeah. Don't know what's going on here. You can clearly see the Maltese flag right there. I believe this is in the Plaza. Oh, the name escapes me. I can't remember it. Hey, Sticks, how you doing? The name escapes me. I can't remember. But I assume something goes down in Malta. Something big goes down in Malta. So when we think about it, dinosaurs were being transported across the globe at the end of Fallen Kingdom. People were spending not too much money, but a hefty amount of money for dinosaurs. So maybe something potentially like a black market or a dinosaur sale, something of the sorts could be going on here just because of the way that they've already were trying to sell dinosaurs in Fallen Kingdom. And that the fact that live specimens and also embryos and everything like that was shipped across the globe, any sort of bad business for dinosaurs could be going on. So maybe something went down here because clearly Malta's a big plot point. So my bet's on something to do with market for the dinosaurs, selling them dinosaurs illegally, legally. Either way, the Carnotaurus and the Allosaurus is broken out. The guy dabbing is always funny. Everyone says that he's dabbing. I got a better shot of him. Can't see him anymore, but yeah, crazy. Then we have Panthera, the Triceraptor. Jumps. Owen's smart and goes to the right, so the Triceraptor misses. And then we get the shot. This scene will go down in cinematic history. I'm not even joking. Now, this plane looks a bit worse for wear. I can't lie, it does look a bit shit. Don't know what's going on. The Wonder Wise's character. Kayla Watts is her name. Kayla Watts. She's a pilot. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, we have the Quetzalcoatlus. Gorgeous shot of the Quetz. This plane does look kind of similar to the one we saw on Manticore Island in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 4. So that's why I think maybe she worked for Manticore. Who knows? But yeah. You can see the claw marks it's caused as well, and it's destroyed both jets. You can see the blue crest and the feathers of the Quetzalcoatlus. It just looks fantastic. But it is a big kaiju-sized creature. Look at the size of it. It shouldn't be this big. It really shouldn't be this big, but it is. I don't mind it. Some people have been complaining about it because, you know, those people always complain about stuff. But I actually really like the Quetz, and I like the fact that they've made it a lot bigger than it should be. It just goes to show that things in Jurassic are bigger. You know, always got to go bigger, as someone says. Pteranodons attacking... Is this a plane? I have been thinking about this, but I think maybe the plane crashed and they ejected out, because that to me looks like it's kind of connected a parachute. And it's not really falling as fast as it would be if it wasn't a parachute, if it was just like the top of the plane taken off. So I think they might have ejected somewhere. Yeah, that would have been ripped off by the Quetz. I don't see anything else ripping off the top of the plane. So yeah, I think they might have ejected, perhaps, in their seats, and they're kind of falling down. Lucky escape right there. The Pseudoceratopses attacking the Jeeps. Similar to what we got in Jurassic Park The Lost World with the Triceratopses. Now, I said this was an explosion. Silly me, I'm not American. I don't go hunting. I'm not Canadian. I don't go hunting. So I don't really know what this is. But now I do. It's some sort of bear trap. So they kind of lay down meat for bears to go and take the meat. Or any sort of like live animals to go take the meat. And when they do that, it activates a trap. And then they kind of capture the creature. So I assume somebody's doing this for Baby Blue. But... But yeah, so something's coming, like as you guys can see, it's kind of like a dip. So something's come up around them. They've taken up the fox and Beta, lifted her into the air as the camera pans up. And we also have Blue looking into the air, kind of worried. Somebody mentioned how that's not the same truck as Owen Grady's. I think it is. It looks like it, in my opinion. It could be anyone's, really. Now, some people are like, oh my god. It is the Indominus Rex. I had to shut them down, you know, saying, no. Oh, copyright audio in your video stream. Great. I've got copyright audio already. I've got copyright claim. Nice. But yeah, so some people think that this is Spinosaurus, Indominus Rex, Allosaurus, Yangshamanosaurus. It's the Giga. Don't worry, guys. It's the Giganotosaurus. So Maisie has a run-in with the Giga. Not too sure what's going on, though. You can barely see it. You can see the foot, and you can see Maisie's kind of getting ready. And then the next frame, the Giga's coming, bites on it. Can't really see anything else, really. That's bullshit, I know. Universal are meanies. Very, very much meanies. That's why any donations are helpful. Very helpful, because it takes long doing this type of stuff, and then just for Universal to take all of my money instead. I can't pay my bills. I can't eat food. Now, this is a control room. I don't know if this is a control room or a place that says control or something or the other. But it's nice to see that it's a connection between control being backwards, because dinosaurs are now taking control. Maybe you see what I mean? What's going on? Oh. Something's happened. I don't know. Something's happened. I'm a bit concerned. Sorry, it's just had a massive drop of viewers. Okay, it was a mistake. Don't worry. Yeah, so it's a nice set of control being backwards, because dinosaurs are taking control now. And also Laura Dern's speech to John Hammond, I think in Jurassic Park 1, mentioning how you never had control, that's the illusion. And being backwards is an illusion. Control being an illusion. Laura Dern's there as well. I don't know, I just found it really nice, a nice little callback. But yeah, so there's, I just saw a comment as well, actually. It kind of looks like it says server control, so something to do with servers, obviously. I like how badass freaking Alan Grant looks. Look at it. It's great. He's just got a wrench, whilst Owen has a gun. It's fantastic. Don't know what type of gun that is. What type of gun is it? AUG? An AUG? I don't think it is an AUG. It might be an AUG. Who knows? But yeah, so this is what I was saying earlier. They're in some sort of facility when they say, I always come back. Can't remember where it is. Yeah, it's in between these where they say, come back, I always come back. So I assume that they've gone this way. But I don't know what they're kind of looking out for. Who knows? But Dilophosaurus, my love. My love. Everyone's happy to see the Dilophosaurus. Who's not happy to see the Dilophosaurus? Go away. You're mean. But yeah. Now, this is a full body animatronic. If you guys haven't seen it, on Twitter, the person who created the animatronic for the Dilophosaurus said something along the lines like, oh, I guess the Dilophosaurus was shown in the trailer. Here it is. Here's the full body image. Yada, yada, yada. All of that jazz. But yeah, I'm getting a bit of a cold. It's annoying. But yeah, so Dilophosaurus is fully animatronic. Some people are saying that it kind of looks bad. Understandably. It just doesn't look the same, but I have no clue how Claire Deeran's going to get out of this situation. Yo, Jake Hedge, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's amazing. Contribution to this awesome channel. Thanks for all the content. Keep it up. Hey, thank you so much. You know you don't have to, obviously, but that really does go a long, long way, and it does help me out so, so much, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every donation that does come my way. I really do. And it just basically filters back into the channel to create better videos. At the moment, we're kind of in a stagnation. So I'm trying to save money to then potentially hire a few people to help out with the channel. And I don't know, some other stuff. But all of the money basically just goes back into the channel. I barely have a social life. I won't lie. I very rarely spend money on myself. It just goes straight to the channel. So thank you so much for the donations. That really does help out a lot. But yeah, so the Dilophosaurus. It's nice to see it's returned. Not too sure how Claire Deeran is going to get out of this situation. It's a very sticky situation, especially if the Dilophosaurus spits. Now, as you guys can see here, it's a different pattern. It's not the same pattern as we saw in Jurassic Park 3. It's kind of got a similar like pattern shape, but it's not the same colorization. So, interesting. Now, there is actually a GIF on Twitter. I've shown it in my previous videos before. But there's a GIF on Twitter that shows the Dilophosaurus before the frill pops out. As you guys can see, we only get a scene with the frill out. So, literally first frame. So, I think like maybe an extra 30 or 35 frames were shown before the Dilophosaurus had this frill out. So, that image, that video clip is somewhere. I don't know where, but it's been turned into a GIF on Twitter. And everybody's going apeshit about it. They're happy about it, but they don't know where it's come from. Neither do I. Top 10 questions scientists still can't answer. But yes, the Dilophosaurus is back. First time in live action since 1983. First time since 2021, basically. December 2021 that we've seen a Dilophosaurus. Because it appeared in Camp Cretaceous. But in canon, in this universe, we don't know anything about the Dilophosaurus between 2016 and 2022. So, who knows what's going to happen. Yep, looks awesome. This shot right here, beautiful. Fantastic. And again, look, the Wonder Wise is here. So Kayla Watts must have a big role to play in this movie. I can't think of what it would be. Maybe a pilot. She just flies them around everywhere. Who knows? But yeah, we have Dr. Ian Malcolm, Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and we have Claire Deeran, and we have Owen Grady, Maisie Lockwood, and Kayla Watts. I never thought I'd ever see a scene like this. It makes me happy. But yeah, they both say don't move, yada, yada, yada. And then Alan, I like how Alan kind of gets confused. He's like, did you just say the same thing I said? But I want to see how these guys work. It'll be awesome if that fan theory actually comes true, to be fair. That would be great. Okay. And then the Giganotosaurus. Look at the Giga. It's amazing. Oh, Jake with another $5 super chat. Thank you so, so much. Do you think any main characters die? And if so, who dies? If you happen to miss it around, I don't know, was it 2020 or was it 2021? I think it might have been 2020. Me and Clayton did a collab on his channel discussing top 10 theories for Jurassic World Dominion. And I put the message across saying that we might see a legacy character die. I don't know who it would be. I think, realistically, it might be Dr. Ian Malcolm. But thinking about it, it could equally be as the same as Dr. Wu. I think Dr. Wu might be dying in this movie. Spoiler alert. I'm joking. I don't know what's going to happen in this movie. That's what I really like about it. The trailer gave away bugger all. Literally nothing. So I'm chuffed with that. And I genuinely believe that maybe something will happen to Dr. Wu. And I think it might be in the same way with the novel. So who knows? But yeah, thank you so much, Jake, for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so taking a look, the Giga, representing a similar model to the one that we saw in the prologue with the kind of back bumps, but I think it's kind of been reduced a little bit, so they had time to edit that CGI. Somebody edited like a Quetzalcoatlus here. That'd be great. But again, hold on, there are some bugs falling, flapping their wings. But what is interesting... Did we just get... We got another one! Oh, Echo, thank you so much for the £2. Absolutely love your content. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. There's a turned vehicle here. Yeah, there's a turned vehicle. They're in a forest. Remember when I said earlier to remember where that scene is? Hold on, where is it? With Biosense Island. Remember that. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Boom. You're telling me that's not some sort of watchtower. You're telling me that's not the same background as the one we saw with Biosense Facility. On fire. No, I don't know how it became on fire. Something big went down. Something big went down. Maybe the aircraft that crashed. Maybe that caused the forest fire. Who knows? I don't entirely know. But the Giganotosaurus looks fantastic. Even its foot placement. But something has happened. Something has gone down in order for the Giga to go into the Biosense Forest. In order for the Biosense Forest to be on fire. There's a watchtower. So the Biosense Facility is going to play a big role in Jurassic World Dominion. And that's it. Then we get the logo. And then we get June 10th. Now, who wants an exclusive? Who wants an exclusive right here? Type yes in chat if you want an exclusive for Jurassic World Dominion. Because I have a little bit of information. Oh, I got another warning. Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Why are you so mean to me? It's not copyrighted. I'm talking over it. It's a documentary. But yeah, I have a bit of information. I see some people saying yes already. Now, take this bit of information with a grain of salt, and I will explain why. So, anybody from the United Kingdom, as we know, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom released on June 6th, I think. And in America, in the United States of America, it released on June 22nd. So, United Kingdom got it early, and pretty much the whole of Europe also got it early. I see loads of people spamming yes. But yeah, so the United Kingdom basically got it earlier. So with that being said, some people are thinking, will we get to see an earlier screening time for Jurassic World Dominion? The earliest that we know currently is June 8th. We know Australia has June 9th release date, so that will be earlier as well. But June 8th is in France and Belgium. Now, I went and watched Uncharted about a week ago. About 7 days ago from now. And I asked the manager at the cinema about a release date for a certain movie. And I said, what's the release date for Jurassic World Dominion? Do you mind finding out? Because what I found intriguing is that on every single UK page for Jurassic World Dominion, they say in cinemas, June. And they don't give a specific date. Nothing to do with June 10th. Even if... Look, I'll show you. If we go... Oh, you're going to see my wild YouTube recommendation videos. I don't know why they're wild. Oh, it's me! It's me! Okay. So if we type in... actually, hold on. Universal Pictures UK. If we click on it, we can then go to videos. We can see the trailer. What's the difference? Hold on. Oh, that's in 4K. We'll go for the 4K one. So we'll go into 4K for the trailer. We'll pause it. We'll go right to the end where we were. We'll press play. Now there's a slight difference here. As you guys can see, the official Jurassic World Dominion logo pops up instead of just the amber logo for the UK version. So we get to see the official logo appear. And then, in cinemas June. It does not say in cinemas June 10th. So the exclusive, ladies and gentlemen, is that I asked the dude at the cinema, the owner, the manager of the cinema, to find out for Jurassic World Dominion. And he didn't just say a random date. He fully went into the computer system to find out the official date that they can publicly say. And he said June 1st, 2021. And I said, can you confirm that? He's like, yes, we'll have this movie in cinemas June 1st, 2021. And that's what the manager said to me. I'm quoting him. I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting. I'm quoting exactly what he said. So, since every single UK version of Jurassic World Dominion's promotion does not have a specific date for June, and the only date I'm able to find out at the moment is June 1st, it seems inevitable that June 1st might be the release date for Jurassic World Dominion. Now, the reason why I said take this with a pinch of salt is primarily because this is a new movie. I asked him, I think, not even a week after the trailer released. So obviously, I asked them quite early. Maybe they don't have an official release date. They just know it's coming in June. So they have to say June 1st because they know it's coming in June. And then maybe later down the line, they'll get an official date. Probably the same with West of Europe and maybe June 8th. As we know, Spider-Man No Way Home came out on December 15th, whereas it then came December 17th for America. Cinemas in the UK tend to do that. For instance, I watched Uncharted a whole week before it came out in America. So, yes, the manager at the cinema said that they will have it in cinemas in June 1st. Jurassic World Dominion will be in cinemas in the United Kingdom on June 1st. Again, take that with a slight pinch of salt because things could still be subject to change. Who knows what's going to happen. But I did find it intriguing that every single UK promotional trailer or work for Jurassic World Dominion doesn't have a specific date like it does in America for June 10th. So I believe that we'll probably be getting an earlier release date for United Kingdom. So yes, I'm obviously going to try and find out a little bit more. I tried to call 3 other different cinema chains, but they all use bots. They always use like bots now, which is a pain in the ass. It really is a pain in the ass because you can't get through to an actual person to ask. But yeah, so next time I go to cinemas, because I'm going to watch Morbius, I'm going to watch Doctor Strange. They may actually have an official release date by then. So June 1st currently is what I've been told. I personally don't believe it just because it's so early. It's like 10 days early for Christ's sake. What day is June 1st actually? June 1st is also a Tuesday. Actually, no, movies do release quite often on Tuesdays. Well, who knows? Fingers crossed that it will be. You never know. But that's what he said to me. The manager said that June 1st will be the release date for United Kingdom of Jurassic World Dominion. That might change because maybe they've got it in so early that they can only put down June 1st in the system right now, and then later down the line they'll change it to potentially June 8th. But because every single system for United Kingdom's Jurassic World Dominion's promotion doesn't have a specific date, I believe that it'll probably be in cinemas earlier than June 10th. Like we have for France, Belgium, I think Spain and Portugal, they're all coming on June 8th. So I assume something similar will happen, and potentially the United Kingdom will have it on June 8th as well. Now, if any of that information does come confirmed and official, and we get some more information regarding that, I will obviously make a whole video about it. I don't think it's worth making a video about it at the moment, because I can't really go off anything. I am my own source. So yeah, but we broke down the trailer. The only other thing to break down was basically UK's trailer ends a little bit differently. Ooh, super chat! Hey, Raptor Films, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. When it comes to character deaths, who do you think is going to suffer? Dino and human, as well as where does Jurassic go from Dominion? Well, don't post about a movie until June 10th. Oh no, I'm posting about a movie, bud. You bet I'm going to post about a movie. I'll do what I'll do with Camp Cretaceous and have the spoiler-free weekend, because the weekend you get plenty of time to go see the movie and all of that jazz. Same with Camp Cretaceous. For Camp Cretaceous, you have plenty of time to see Camp Cretaceous because it releases on the Friday, and then I won't post any major spoilers until the Monday. So we'll have the spoiler-free weekend, and we'll discuss it. So yeah, but back to the question. So when it comes to character deaths, who do you think is going to suffer? I think Dr. Wu will, potentially Dodson, and I think Ian Malcolm. All three of those will probably be suffering. Dinosaurs and humans, yes. Interestingly, Rexy was not in the trailer. Maybe through the prologue bit of the trailer, but she was not through the trailer. So that's getting me a little bit worried. Let's just say that. Again, I don't know anything that's going to happen. So Rexy death might be on the hands. Keep that in mind. A Rexy death might be on hands. Can you spoil the movie? I don't know anything about the movie, mate. I don't know anything about the movie. As well as where does Jurassic go from Dominion? Now that's a question. I'm going to sit back for this. Where does Jurassic World go after Dominion? Now I assume that these characters are just going to learn to live with dinosaurs in their natural habitat. The fact that they're across the globe makes it a higher possibility that we'll get more stories. So, similar to Battle of Big Rock, those actors aren't going to appear in Dominion, but we now know they're part of Jurassic canon. We know somewhere, at some time during 2019, an Allosaurus versus two Nasutoceratopses and a baby Nasutoceratops fought off at Big Rock National Park. So, ladies and gentlemen, realistically speaking, I believe we will probably have many stories to come for Jurassic World. Jurassic World 4 is confirmed. The Jurassic era is ending, so I don't know what they're going to call it. I'm kind of annoyed. I like to call it the Jurassic Verse. I think we'll have to call it the Dinoverse soon. The prehistoric verse, but something's going to happen that will change Jurassic forever. And that will be the ending of Jurassic World Dominion, and we won't know until then. So yeah. But yeah, Rexy Killer 3000. There you go. So what I do for Camp Cretaceous releases, and when Camp Cretaceous releases, I don't post any spoilers until the Monday. So you have the whole weekend to check it out, because realistically, if you haven't checked it out throughout the weekend, that's your fault. I'm joking. If you haven't checked out throughout the weekend, that gives you plenty of time to actually bother to check out throughout the weekend, so that way I don't spoil it. Jurassic World Dominion is going to be a little bit tougher, because if it does release earlier in the United Kingdom, or if I do get invited to a premiere, wink wink, Universal, please. If I do get invited, or if I go to watch it and it's earlier than in America, it's going to cause a little bit of a problem, because that's a lot of days that I kind of have to wait out. Obviously, there'll be a spoiler-free review. There'll be a reaction to it. Like, as soon as I come out of the cinema, there'll be a reaction to it. Hopefully, a few friends, if it does release earlier in the United Kingdom, a few friends can fly over from America, and it'll be cool to chill with them and hang out with them and discuss it. But yeah, I'm trying to think this through, because it will be a bit of an issue. I'll try to avoid spoilers as much as possible when the movie does release. Don't you worry. But on that Monday, we're going to upload as much as we can regarding theories and speculation about what happened in Jurassic World Dominion. Why did this happen? Who's this? Yada, yada, yada. I can't wait for this film. No, I can't wait for it either. 4 years. We waited an extra year as well on top of that. Release date for Sweden. If it's anything to go by, the same with West Europe, it will probably be June 8th. But don't quote me on that. Anything's subject to the change at the moment. In the United States, it will be June 10th. United States everywhere will be midnight June 10th. Happy birthday to your sister. When will Jurassic World 4 come out? If they follow the same pattern, probably 2025. If they want to take a slight break, probably 2026. I'm doing good, Josh. How are you? Why do you think Baryonyx wasn't in the trailer? Because it won't hold a big place in the movie. It'll probably just be a passing scene. Oh yeah, I'll probably be talking Dominion and all kinds of things in my Discord server. So yeah, I just realised the music stopped. Let's play some music. Some Evolution music will do. There we go. In Canada, June 10th. But yeah, keep an eye out on your local cinemas. Ask your local cinemas when will they be releasing Jurassic World Dominion, and then you'll be able to find out information like that. Again, I don't suspect it will be June 1st for United Kingdom. I really wish it will be, because then I don't have to wait as long. But I'm just going off what one manager from one cinema chain said. So it could be different. We'll have to wait and see. I do hope so, because usually United Kingdom do get movies earlier. What a fourth movie will be called? It probably won't be called Jurassic or Jurassic World. But yes, Jurassic World 4, technically, quote unquote, has been confirmed. There will be another movie after this one. Do you think Barry will die? I don't think Barry will die, no. Can you have a shout out? No, you cannot. I know, it'll be weird to have the same universe going, but not under the Jurassic IP. I really hope they change that and they keep Jurassic. Spinosaurus in the movie, it is not confirmed, no. Take care, Stefan. 9th of June for the Czech Republic? Exactly. Okay, so 9th of June for Czech Republic, 8th of June for France, Belgium. It could be anything, really. Sweden could even be the 9th. Who knows? And that would actually make it a Thursday as well, which tend to release a lot of things tend to release there. Thank you, Rigor Mortis. Thank you. I'm 14, I can't walk up. Yes, you can. You can walk up to a cinema. Release date of South Europe. You gotta have to check your local country, mate. I don't know everywhere. For the final movie name, I have no clue. Not a single clue. Prehistoric World, Prehistoric Park, Cretaceous World, Cretaceous Park, Mesozoic Era. Some I don't know. Something. It could be anything really. Yeah, June 9th for Australia. So, June 9th for Australia, June 9th for Czech Republic, June 8th for France, June 8th for Belgium, June 10th for the United States, June 10th for Canada, and possibly June 1st for United Kingdom. So, those are the 7 days that I currently know of. Yes, so the United States will be getting Jurassic World Dominion on June 10th. Thoughts on the Spinosaurus? You'll see tomorrow. I have a video about the Spinosaurus coming up tomorrow. I would like to see expanded carnivore species like the Suco and the Mitri. They've been in canon before, so yeah, there are more movies coming. Hopefully in 4 years' time. I'm doing great, Damon. How are you? Oh, William, I've kind of confirmed that season 5 will be the end. It's the final season. Let's get more music going. We'll stay for a little bit longer. We'll stay until this music stops. This 7 minute music. Unless there's an advert, there's going to be an advert. Yeah, gold miners. What the hell's that? I feel like a boomer when I see adverts. My throat is starting to hurt a lot. Now I see why people decide to drink water. Which of the new dinosaurs are you looking forward to seeing the most, Jeremy? Can I class the Quets? It probably will be the Quets, Pyro, and Theory. Like, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I am excited for the Giga. Obviously, it's my favorite dinosaur. But it's been so long that I've been waiting for it, and we've kind of already seen it as well. So, take care, God of Monsters. Will Dimorphodon be in the movie? It's not confirmed. Surprisingly, it is not confirmed, so who knows? No, they wouldn't do anything like that, Dark Bino. There's no way. That would just be too silly to have a three-way battle. Dilophosaurus. Yeah, there was a Jurassic World live action series that has been cancelled, unfortunately. It was supposed to release in 2023, last I heard. Now I don't know anything about it because Frank Marshall confirmed that there won't be any live action shows. Then again, a certain actor said that they're not in a certain movie to do with spiders. So, there you go. Who knows? Everyone lies in the showbiz. Everyone lies in showbiz. So, I don't know what to believe anymore. Yo, take care, Jake. Thank you so much for the super chats today. I really do appreciate it a ton. Dimetrodon's confirmed, yes. I actually posted a video about it, but I had to take it down, unfortunately. Regarding some images in it. Yeah, so the company reached out, basically. It wasn't supposed to go public, but it does confirm Dimetrodon, which you've known for a while. Rank the movies. Jurassic World Dominion at the top, then Jurassic Park. Ooh, controversial. Ooh. Now, Jurassic Park at the top, then Jurassic World, then Jurassic Park 3, then The Lost World, then Fallen Kingdom. Owen, Kayla will kill the Pyroraptor. I think they'll just trap it somewhere else. Yeah, lies are piss easy for actors. They know how to lie. Yo, take care, Josh. Thanks for the support. Oh, Silvio, please do not spam like that. Giga vs. Dinosaurs, no. You gotta stop spamming unless you want to get banned from chat. The Lego sets aren't anything to go off. But yes, they do reveal the new characters. Yeah, there's warning. How about Bumpy? I think Bumpy will be appearing. I think Bumpy will be appearing, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Won't have a big role, but I do think she'll appear because, you know, Carly Trevor did say that we don't have to worry about her status post Fallen Kingdom. As we know, post Fallen Kingdom, the bloody island's blown up. So she's on the mainland. She's out there surviving currently. We don't know where she is, but she's surviving. What better way than to make her pop up in Jurassic World Dominion? Manticorp in Dominion. I think there'll be a mention of Manticorp, potentially by Kayla, maybe. But I do suspect Manticorp will be in the movie in some manner. Whether that's mentioned or right there. I don't think right there, but probably mentioned. Could there be a new hybrid? No, there could not, because it was confirmed 4 years ago that there will be no hybrids in Jurassic World 3. Franklin and Zia will show up. Yes, they're confirmed to be in there. It's actually the actress of Zia Rodriguez's birthday today, Daniela Pineda. I think that's how you say it. Another mammal? Who knows? Maybe. Where did Dimorphodons go? I think they died on the island. I don't recall any of them being captured. I might be wrong, but yeah. Favorite theory regarding Camp Cretaceous in this movie. Bumpy. It has to be Bumpy. Who else? Suchomimus? I don't think it'll appear, no. Manticorp was trying to control dinosaurs in Camp Cretaceous, so my theory is these controlling the Triceratops. Yeah, something like that. I think something like that will also be a good link up between Manticorp and, or Camp Cretaceous, shall I say, and Dominion. Lego sets? Oh yeah, I see the Lego sets before they even go public. So there's so many people just send me stuff, and I'm just like, thank you, but I can't do anything with this. Thankfully, I don't have the plot leaked, so keeping that under wraps for myself. I know some people know some stuff, but I don't want to know it. Spinosaurus going to be in Dominion? Probably not, unless it's going to be something small. Siberian Mammoth could be appearing in a movie. Yes, it could, because of Camp Cretaceous as well. Take care, Jeremy. We're just about to wrap up here as well, but thank you so much for watching the stream. And if you are the Jeremy I know, I hope your channel's doing well. I hope it's doing great. Nearly at 30k subs, I think. Dominion's 3 hours, 2 hours 35, roughly. Give or take. We don't officially know, but they're aiming for that. There is only one Pyroraptor. I think there's a couple Pyroraptors. A crossbreed Parasaurolophus. No, if Manticorp are in a film, it doesn't mean that they'll have robot dogs. You know, it's what, 8 years? So no, 8 years? 6 years. Oh my god, my maths. Yeah, it's No, it's not. Yeah, 6 years. It's been 6 years since Manticore first showed up and Jurassic World Dominion. So I doubt there'll be robot dogs. I think some Mosasaurus will be killed off, but not all of them. Yeah, the stream will end just shortly. Literally soon. Take care, Rexy Killer. Just where the story's going to go is what I'm excited for, Andrew. Just where the story's going to go. The Quagga? What the hell's a Quagga? Macy is Maisie. M-A-I-S-I-E. Or M-A-S-I-E. Oh my god. I forget to spell it wrong. No, the Apatosaurus won't go extinct, don't worry. But yeah, Biosyn. We'll be discussing that soon. But my throat is hurting. I'm probably going to get a bit of drink, food, something of the sorts. Either way, thank you so much for coming to the stream today, guys. It really does mean a lot. It's been fantastic to talk theories and break down the trailer. And if anybody is watching this from after the video, or after the video, after this has gone up as a video, shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you do subscribe if you did enjoy. Anybody who hasn't subscribed, I do urge you guys to press that subscribe button, because anything Jurassic World Dominion related, we'll be getting straight onto it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. And I shall see you in the next stream, next video. Tomorrow's video is going to be fantastic. But before we go, please go check out yesterday's video regarding top 5 reasons to be excited for Jurassic World Dominion. Because that video has kind of done a stinker. It hasn't been amazing. So try and bump it up with views and share it around. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for the donations today. I really do appreciate that as well. Because especially since I got claimed. That's going to be fun. Anyways, take care everyone. Bye-bye.